I just pray for our military that moving forward with all the emerging threats that we experience on a daily basis, that half of them we never even hear. We only hear about some of these things, when there's release announcements from the Pentagon and then leaked out through informants and things like that. But half of the missions you never even hear about, even know at any given time that they're going on. And they're not all quote-unquote covert operations, but anybody that serves in military, they don't even tell their spouses where they're going, what they're doing. I remember talking to a friend that was in the military, and they were going in Africa. And it was like, what the heck is going on in Africa? And they were sending a lot of assets over there, and it's like they were going to war or something like that. But there's efforts all over the planet at any given time with our military, our men and women. There's just a lot of folks serving. And I am proud, for one, that we have men and women that are brave enough still today to go out and risk everything. I had watched Lone Survivor, and Mark Wahlberg, I got to tell you, man, he was the lone survivor. And it just gave me the goosebumps. It was a failed mission. And if you've never seen the movie Lone Survivor, it is unbelievable. You feel the tension. You see the Taliban. There's a happy ending to his life, but what hell our military go through in theater is something else. But it will really give you a bird's eye view of what our troops go through with the Taliban out in Afghanistan and the rough terrain and the culture clash. And the culture clash within the Taliban, where there's good people that are fighting the Taliban within Afghanistan against it, that actually came to Wahlberg, in the movie, that actually ended up saving his life and taking a message to U.S. military authorities so they could actually pinpoint his location so they could rescue him. And it was an amazing rescue. I don't want to give everything away if you've not seen Lone Survivor, but when you see the rescue, and it will, I'm telling you, you're going to be completely moved. Saving Private Ryan, that was unbelievable. But different storyline, different vibe altogether, and watch it on a bigger screen and turn the volume up. Just experience the gunfire. It was one of the best films I've seen in a long time. Seriously, I had watched it once before. I own it. I've owned it probably for over 6 months, but I finally got to see it where nobody was home yesterday after the turkey dinner. They went out. I just was flipping through Apple TV. I got a bunch of movies, and I just decided to watch it, and I was just floored. What people go through when things don't go the right way, and unfortunately, missions don't always have a happy ending. And his whole platoon, all the people that he had traveled with over for this mission, lost their lives, but heroically. And then the heroics that went in it to even save Wahlberg's life were just unbelievable. Just, again, spellbinding the whole time. Again, riveting. So, all right, get the movie. All right, I'm not going to say anymore because I told you, spoiler alert, we don't want to do it here. But Trump is telling us this Thanksgiving that our U.S. troops are winning. He says, everybody's talking about the progress you've made in the last few months since I opened up here. He says he was telling the 1st Brigade Combat Team and the 82nd Airborne Division, whose members are conducting operations in Kandahar, Afghanistan. He says, we're being talked about again as an armed forces. We're really winning. Folks, that's encouraging. He was speaking from a room at his Mar-a-Lago club. Trump said, we're not fighting anymore to just walk around. We're fighting to win. And you people are really, you've turned it around over the last 3 to 4 months like nobody's seen. And they're talking about it. Thank you so very much. Turning to the 74th Fighters Squadron based in Turkey, Trump suggested the Obama administration hadn't allowed soldiers on the ground to do their jobs. They say that we've made more progress against ISIS than they did in years of the previous administration, he said, and that's because I'm letting you do your job. So a great hurrah message to our troops overseas, and spending time, as the press has been criticizing him for playing golf. What is a man to do on Thanksgiving? But he spent time with troops all over the world from his desk there at Mar-a-Lago, thanking them for their service, sharing some nice greetings. And that really means a lot to our troops that are putting everything on the line. And we are winning, folks. I like when Trump came back from Asia, he said, America is winning. America is back is what he said exactly. I like the sound of that. America is back. Instead of apologizing, where Obama was like, you didn't build it. You didn't do that. That's why we run Your American Heritage. There's a lot to be proud of, ladies and gentlemen. And I am, for one, thankful for our men and women in uniform and for all of those that have ever served our military and paramedics, fire department, nurses, doctors. Thank you for everything that you do. And thank you, America, for tuning in today on a Black Friday on November 24th. Keith Allen, our first hour. If you're joining us the second hour, hang tuned. We got news coming up, and we'll be back. Thanks so much. All the best. May God bless.